Good evening. First Gear Network is live and on the air with the season finale of the IndyCar series. It is week 12. We are at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Right now we've got 6 minutes of practice left. Corey Crandall is on top. Sheridan Wade second. Trevor Benz third. Jason Haney fourth. Nate Fields fifth. We do have a points battle going on. I'll update you on that in just a second here. Nate Fields leads by 11 points over Corey Kobe. Sheridan Wade is third with 27. We will bring that down and let you guys take a look at that. There is the top 15. Well, top 10, since my window wants to move on. Hey, there's the top 20. So Mark Ouellette is fourth. Joseph Klein fifth. Trevor Benz sixth in points, 65 out of the lead. Really think the battle's going to be between Nate Fields and Corey Kobe. So we'll have qualifying coming up in just a moment. We'll take a look at some of the track stats. Our race info guide. Like I said, we are at Las Vegas, 1.5 mile track. Track temp is 87 degrees, ambient 85 degrees, humidity 7%, clear skies this evening, 7 mile an hour wind. So 7 mile an hour wind shouldn't play too much havoc with the cars tonight. Do believe we'll have a nice close race here this evening. Las Vegas historically puts on good racing, whether it's Cup, Truck, or Indy cars. Ryan Hyatt has gone to the top of the practice charts. Ryan in the center of your screen there, that black car, number 75. The 75 goes around. He's going to hang on to it though. Hang on, don't hit the inside wall. Saves it. Oh, we got one in the fence. Heavy crashes. Ben Summerford, Mark Ouellette, Corey Crandall. They have all crashed. Ben getting in the fence. There's Todd Smith and the Pink Panther. Jason Haney's got that Coca-Cola scheme out this evening. Joseph Klein has made it. He's on the track. That will put us up to, oh, and Larry Blair is here as well, so that will give us 13 cars. Just under 3 minutes of practice left. The 54 car of Sheridan Wade. Get a look at some of our camera angles this evening. Nice wide shot, got one over the flag stand. Riding on board with Todd Smith. Close quarters with Ian Sheridan. And that will about conclude our practice with 5 seconds left. Trevor Benz in a hot new Napa paint scheme. So we've got 4 cars that have decided to go on the track. We will follow with the 60 car of Mark Ouellette. Mark powering through turns 1 and 2. Mark registers lap 1. 25.13. Decent first lap from the 3 that have turned. Larry Blair second, 25.19. Corey Crandall third, 25.32. Larry Blair now with the 24.96. 24.96. Corey Crandall in that psychedelic car. Up to second, 24.97. There's Ben Summerford. Lap 2 improves to third place. Ryan Hyatt up to second. Now got the man in second place in points rolling out on the track, Corey Kobe. Corey's taking the green flag. He's going to send that to Laura into turn number 1. Right on the bottom in turn 3. Corey all the way to the apron. Pole position for Corey Kobe, 24.91. And that was on his first lap, so he's still got another lap to go. See if he can improve on that 24.91. I think he can. 24.87, he does. Corey Kobe, the man to beat. 7 cars out of 13 have turned a lap. So we've got Todd Smith. Going to put his bid in. Todd slow rolling down the backstretch. He's not taking the green flag yet. He will take the green flag now. So Todd Smith is on the clock. Trevor Benz and Nate Fields are also turning laps in. We're going to see what Todd's first lap does. 26.04. That was a slow lap to begin with. Trevor Benz putting in the P5 time, 24.99. He's working his second lap as well. There is Trevor coming across the line. Todd Smith pole position, 24.84. Trevor Benz improves to third, 24.94. The points leader, Nate Fields, he's turned in one lap already, 25.47. See if he can improve on lap number 2. Just about everyone else has. So your points leader is going to come across the stripe. Second place for Nate Fields, 24.85. So that is Todd Smith, Nate Fields, Corey Kobe, Trevor Benz, and Larry Blair the second. It's the top 5 currently. Sheridan Wade has turned in a lap. This will be his second lap. Pole position for Sheridan Wade, 24.84. Comes the 60 car of Jonathan Hambrick. He's completed one lap, working on his second. 24.9, good for 5th position. There is Jason Haney, my broadcast colleague with these IndyCar races on Monday night. Rounding out the season for us here. Coca-Cola Delara bouncing going down the backstretch. Jason's going to take it all the way to the apron. Lap number 1, 7th, 24.96. He's still got another lap to give us. And Jason crosses the start-finish line, 24.89. That moves him to 5th. So that will complete qualifying. Sheridan Wade on the pole. Todd Smith rounding out the front row. Notice now our ticker is not acting correctly, so we will reload that. Our ticker is still acting up. So we will try this one more time. Let's just close it out altogether. There's the qualifying results. Sheridan Wade, P1. Todd Smith, P2. Nate Fields qualifies ahead of Corey Kobe in this points battle. 11 points separate them. 24.85, 24.87. Jason Haney, 5th. Jonathan Hambrick, 6th. Trevor Benz, 7th. Larry Blair, 8th. Ryan Hyatt, 9th. Corey Crandall, 10th. Ben Summerford, 11th. Mark Ouellette, 12th. And Joseph Klein rounding out the field, 13th position. We are set for 150 laps tonight. Season finale here in the IndyCars. Take a look at the weather. 85 temperatures, 87 track temperatures. Probably about as close as we've ever had track temperature and ambient temperature together. Still 70% humidity. Clear skies this evening. Winds between 6 and 7 mile an hour. I don't think it'll be that much of a factor tonight. So these cars are gridding up. Most of the field is loaded in and on the grid. We're waiting on the pole sitters. While we do that, we'll show you all of the cars. There's Nate Fields, Corey Kobe, our 2 championship protagonists. Jason Haney, Jonathan Hambrick, Trevor Benz, Larry Blair on his outside in that Allen Sir Jr. car. I love that car. It's my favorite as a child. That's what caught me off guard. Ryan Hyatt, the 75. Corey Psychedelic Crandall, the 35. Tie-dye car. Ben Summerford in his Ole Miss Delara. Mark Ouellette in the little Res Q, number 80. And Joseph Klein starting shotgun on the field. So Sheridan is on the grid. Everyone appears to be there that has entered the race. So the field is rolling off. So the pace car is bringing these Indy cars down the backstretch at Las Vegas. Half a lap till we take the green flag. So Sheridan Wade and Todd Smith are going to lead us to the green. Pace car leaves the track.
Green flag.
Green flag is in the air, and this IndyCar race from Las Vegas on the First Gear Network is underway. Fields quickly jumping to the lead. He's going to lead the first lap. He's got Sheridan behind him. Trevor Benz charging hard on the bottom. The 60 follows suit. Trevor's going to take the lead. Thought they were going to go 4 wide for a minute. Trevor trying to hang on the lead. Sheridan's looking for the middle. He's not going to take it just yet, though. It's Trevor Benz, Jonathan Hambrick, Sheridan Wade, Ryan Hyatt, your top 4. Lots of moving around back there, battle for 4th. Looks like the 66 may have brushed the wall. Back up front, flirting with 4 wide again. Jonathan Hambrick looking to the outside of Trevor Benz. Feels almost 2 by 2 like it's the start of the race. Our championship protagonists have backed off. They've dropped to mid to rear pack of the field. Fields and Corey Kobe 9th and 11th. All up front, the action is fast and furious. Like Jason Haney has worked his way from the rear up to the top 5. So it took him 9 laps to get from last to the top 5. Just like that, he's in a battle for the win. Trevor Benz still leads over Jonathan Hambrick. Sheridan Wade, Ryan Hyatt, Corey Crandall, top 5. We are 3 wide down the back stretch. The 75 looks like he may have brushed the wall. There's tight action back here just a second ago. Looking 3 wide again. Not enough momentum for that 3rd lane on the outside. Benz, Jonathan Hambrick still side by side battling for the lead. Oh, they're in the wall! They touched wheels, both are in the wall.
Fellas, we have got a very, very difficult official this week, so make sure we're minding our P's and Q's.
Trevor Benz, Jonathan Hambrick make contact. Both end up in the wall. They both will have fast repairs. Each driver will have one. Looks like Ryan Hyatt damaged as well. Trevor Benz is still rolling. So if he can get that fast repair changed real quick, that will be good for him. Pace car just catching up to the front of the field. So Sheridan Wade has inherited the lead. Any takers on pit road, that will be Joseph Klein and Jason Haney. Looks like Nate Fields is going to stay out. Corey Kobe. Ryan Hyatt's front wheel flapping. Jonathan Hambrick's nose twisted sideways, as is Trevor Benz. So it looks like Joseph's going to beat Jason and Corey Kobe out. There comes Ben Summerford. 60 and 33 are away. Oh, looks like they've got to stop at the end of pit road. Now they're going again. It's just a little check up there. And Ryan Hyatt, he may have saved his fast repair and got it repaired organically. So that could pay dividends down the road. 14 laps down in this 150 lap IndyCar race from Las Vegas. So it appears Jonathan Hambrick and Ryan Hyatt are both back in the pits. Could just be topping off. And that would be the case with the 60s. Topped off. Starting at the back anyways. No reason not to top off. May give you an advantage down the road here. 75 is down and away, so with this 4.2 second pit stop. Lights are out on the pace car. Sheridan Wade will lead us back with Corey Crandall second, Larry Blair third, Nate Fields fourth, Todd Smith fifth. Single file restarts here in IndyCar. No passing to the right side, so you're going to see everyone pretty much up against the wall just to block that option off. I'm sorry, you can pass to the outside. It's the inside there's no passing permitted, which is why everyone's against the wall. Sorry, I got that backwards. But anyways, wait on Sheridan Wade. He gasses up. Sheridan with a good restart there. It's got a little bit of distance between he and Corey Crandall. Larry Blair up to third. Larry Blair looking for second. Not enough momentum yet. Larry Blair's got the points leader, Nate Fields, behind him. Todd Smith charging hard on the outside. Todd is on the move. Todd Smith at number 66, Pink Panther, Victoria's Secret IndyCar. Todd Smith hauling that thing up to third. Jason Haney looking underneath. Battle for the lead, Sheridan and Corey. Todd looking to the lead, almost 3 wide. They are 3 wide, battling for the lead here at Las Vegas in turn number 1. Corey's going to back out of it and tuck in behind Sheridan. Todd Smith with a huge burst of momentum. He's rocketed up to second place since the restart, and he's looking for the leader, Sheridan Wade. Sheridan on the inside. Todd Smith really wide, arcing that IndyCar down into the corner. Todd Smith tucking in behind Sheridan, trying to get some sort of a draft. Corey Crandall easing up into that outside lane. Nope, he's back in the middle. Thought he was going to slot in between the pink and red cars, Todd, Jason, but that's not the case. Lots of action for 5th place back here. Fields has went to the high side, looking at a peak around Sheridan. He opts to drop back behind Sheridan instead. Todd and Jason working well on that outside line together. Jason looking underneath. He has cleared the 66 for the moment. Jason opting to tuck in behind Nate Fields. Nate looking low on Sheridan. And that 57 car is going to take the lead coming off of turn 4. Two for the Indy 1 race team. Sheridan looking back underneath. He's going to retake the lead from Nate Fields. Good hard racing between these two. Todd Smith has reemerged on that outside line. Jason decides to drop back low. He's going to pull Joseph Klein up in the middle of this midst too for third. Nate Fields looking back underneath Sheridan. Smart moves from them. They can carry the momentum. 57 and 54. If they can maintain that position swap every so often, it will protect the lead for them. Three laps down, and the battle for second is on between Todd Smith and Nate Fields. Trevor Benz has reemerged in the top 5 after that incident. He in the 60 car. Trevor burning that one fast repair up really early with the 60. So they'll have to be a little bit careful going through here. Todd Smith is challenging Sheridan Wade for the lead. Battle for the lead, Todd Smith, Sheridan Wade. It's hard to get the momentum and try to get around the leader on the outside. You almost have to have a train of cars to make it work. Todd Smith trying every trick in the book. Just can't pull that number 66 past. He can get alongside and right about even. The inside line has continued to prevail. Three wide now. Trevor Benz trying to make it stick on the top. Cars are starting to move around a little bit. Everyone jockeying for position. Sheridan Wade, Todd Smith, Trevor Benz, the top 3. Trevor Benz has moved around Todd for second, but not so fast. They almost touch. Maybe they did. Todd Smith has lost his front wing. So Trouble for the Pink Panther. Right front wing missing. He'll have to get that to pits pretty quickly. That thing is not going to hold on up there for much longer. It's going to be very difficult to drive, missing that front end downforce. You see how much of a struggle it is missing that front wing. Cars are blowing Todd off the map here. Just hasn't had an opportunity to get down and get to the pits. Up front, still Sheridan Wade. Trevor Benz second. Nate Fields, the points leader, in third. 60 car Jonathan Hambrick challenging Nate, looking to the outside. Followed by Jason Haney in fifth. Sheridan Wade's got a little bit of a gap opening up over the 33 of Trevor Benz. Maybe the biggest lead we've seen all night. Gap is widening between Sheridan Wade and Trevor Benz, 0.7 seconds. 60 has worked his way around Nate Fields. He's coming up to third to challenge the 33. He is in second. Battle for second heating up. Jonathan Hambrick looking to the outside of Trevor Benz. Todd Smith has finally entered the pit lane. Get that broken wing repaired on the front. Trevor Benz, Jonathan Hambrick has gotten around Trevor Benz. Nate Fields is coming up on this battle as well. Third of the way through this race. There goes Sheridan Wade into the pits. So lap 53 pit stops. They're going to put this thing at one more pit stop left if they can continue to go 50 laps. And 50 laps. So Jason's down and away first. Sheridan's out of his pits. We're looking. I think Sheridan's going to come out ahead of that. No, Jason's going to get a run on the outside of him. Battle off of the pit lane. Jason backs out. So Nate Fields, Trevor Benz, Larry Blair, Trevor's down and away. Sheridan's away. Joseph Klein, Corey Crandall, Larry Blair dropping and going. So that lets the 60 car of Jonathan Hambrick into the lead. He did pit a little later after the caution, so he should have a little bit of extra fuel. So now we will await Hambrick to see when he pits. Ryan Hyatt, second. Ben Summerford, third. Second place man in points, Corey Kobe. Mark Ouellette, top 5 now that we've had a brief cycle of pit stops. Jonathan Hambrick, 4.5 second gap back to Ryan Hyatt. Ben Summerford has closed down on him. Got some of these guys working their way back up through traffic since they pitted on lap 53. Jason Haney's looking to the outside of Sheridan Wade. He's got Trevor Benz right behind him. Again, it stalls out. It's just hard to carry the momentum on the outside to make a pass for position. So there is Jonathan Hambrick stretching the fuel out. Coming up on 65 laps complete. crosses the start-finish line. Ben Summerford has gotten around Ryan Hyatt, who is making a pit stop. The jacks go up on the 75. Anticipate a 4-tire pit stop, even though the pit crews do not render. And down and away the 75 goes. And here comes the 60, the race leader, coming to the pit lane. As does Mark Ouellette. And Summerford has taken the lead. Corey Kobe is right there, the man in second place in points. So it won't be much longer. Ben will have to owe us a pit stop. He's come under heavy fire from that angry pack of Hornets that came out of the pits 15 laps ago. That is allowing these guys to get back onto the lead lap. They had lost a lap when they went on the pits, but now they've recovered it on the track. And just await Ben and Corey to take their pit stops. Ben is slowing down. That'll mean he's taking his car to the pit lane. So that does place Corey Kobe into the lead. Sheridan Wade has gone into second. Here comes the 86 car. Sheridan, Jason Haney, Trevor Benz, Nate Fields, top four have assumed the top since Corey Kobe has went into the pits. Jason Haney trying hard on that inside under Sheridan. Sheridan able to hold him off. Jason working that outside line once again. Trevor looking in the top lane, but nothing there. And we just hit halfway. 75 down, 75 to go. Jason looking once again to that outside, but there's just no pull. You can get these Indy cars side by side, but they just stall out. They don't seem to carry the momentum on the outside to help facilitate a pass. So this top three seems to be stable for the moment, so we'll go through the field. See top three, Sheridan, Jason, Trevor. There is fourth place, Nate Fields. He's just hanging on to the back of that pack. Doesn't have to do anything. He's good right where he's at to win this championship tonight. There is the 60 who went long on fuel. Marching his way down the backstretch. 6th and 7th. Yeah, contested battle right here between Corey Crandall and Joseph Klein. Corey has pulled to the front of that one. Joseph Klein's going to tuck in and ride the back of that tie-dye psychedelic car. There's Ryan Hyatt, the number 8. Or in the 8th position, not number 8. He's number 75. There's Ben Summerford. He's got Larry Blair and Todd Smith working the top side of him. So these three are battling for position. Ben Summerford holds the 9th spot over Larry Blair and Todd Smith. There's Mark Ouellette. He's just gone a lap down to the leaders. And our second place man in the championship, Corey Akobe. I think he's on another economy run. He's dropped back some from Mark. Back up front, the battle still rages on between Jason and Sheridan. Jason still trying to make something work on that outside. He's tried close, he's tried wide. But that inside line still carries the momentum. This battle with Ben and Larry Blair still rages. Corey Crandall has worked his way around Jonathan Hambrick and moved into the 5th position. Jason still hounding the 54. See Jason get a run, nowhere to go but the outside. It's just really tough to make that outside work tonight. Distance between Nate Fields and Corey Crandall is 14 seconds. Corey's still ahead of the 60 with the 14 of Joseph Klein looking underneath the 60 now. Oh, they almost make contact. Klein went wide. Back up front, Jason still hangs caddy corner to Sheridan Wade. But up ahead of them is Ben, Todd, Ryan, and Larry. So Sheridan and Jason are running them down. These guys back here are racing hard for the 8th position. We'll see if either. Oh, Jason has gotten around Sheridan for the lead. I do apologize we missed that watching that battle for 8th. Just see these guys in front of Jason, so this will be some treacherous work for Jason to navigate these lap cars. These guys racing hard for 8th. Got the leader bearing down on him. There comes Mr. Haney. Jason running a little wide there, lost the front end. Had to check up and recollect it. That has allowed Sheridan to close that gap down. It was up to 1.25, down to 4/10 now. He's tail into the lead lap cars, racing hard still for 8th. Jason looking under Larry Blair. Sheridan Wade. The gap is 0.3 seconds, so he's slowly closing in. Jason hung up behind these guys in front of him. Battle for 8th. In front of him, 4 cars. Jason, the leader, just hanging on the back of this pack, seeing if they're going to sort themselves out or if he's going to help. There goes to 66 to the pits. Lap 100. He has cut this race in 2. Well, 3 pieces. 2 cuts. Pitting into for the start of the last third. And here comes Jason and Sheridan, followed by Trevor. Nate Fields is taking the lead, but we'll watch these 3. Nate Fields has entered the pit lane as these guys are finishing up. You see Jason take off. So it will be a battle for the lead here. Sheridan way down by the wall. Jason up by the banking. Oh, Jason's going to lose the rear end. Saves it and doesn't hit the wall. But that is going to cost him time on the track. A big, big save from Jason Haney there. It was like a shook up Coke can for a second. Nate Fields is down and away. So these later pit stop guys have shuffled their way to the front. That is now your leader, Jonathan Hambrick. There is the second place man, Ben Summerford, with Ryan Hyatt right on his heels. There's Sheridan Wade. There's the 86 of Corey Kobe. He is 5th. With Trevor Benz looking around his outside. Trevor Benz has gotten around Corey Kobe, and Jason Haney has gotten around Nate Fields. Take a look at our pit situation right now with the field shuffled. So see the top 3 will owe us a pit stop. The car I am watching is Corey Kobe. He's only gone 36 laps this run. I think he's trying to stretch it on fuel, so we will keep an eye on him. The rest, I believe, will have to pit. Trevor Benz has been able to close up to the back of Sheridan Wade. Trevor looks underneath Sheridan. He's going to take the 4th spot. And there is the leader, Jonathan Hambrick. He's got Larry Blair, Nate Fields, and Jason Hady in front of him. Jonathan looked all the way to the top and back to the bottom, but there's nothing there. Jason and Nate, this is a battle for 7th. Here, Ben Summerford, he still hangs on in front of Ryan Hyatt. Ben did make it to lap 70. But I don't see them going. Oh, Ryan Hyatt pits. We'll see him. He'd still be 10 laps short if even he could double that up. Ryan Hyatt's going to drop down the leaderboard. So we got Jonathan Hambrick on the pits now at lap 117. Ben Summerford has assumed the lead. He's got 11 seconds in front of Trevor Ben, Sheridan Wade, and Corey Kobe. And it appears Ryan Hyatt has crashed. Let's take a look at that. That is the black car on the apron, very center of the screen. He caught the banking, Looks like he's had an issue and has returned to the pit lane. So tough luck for Ryan Hyatt there. Ben Summerford, the leader, yet to pit. 11.5 second gap back to second place, Trevor Benz. Trevor's just in front of Sheridan there. I believe this will be the battle for the race win. The fuel holds out the rest of the way. So Trevor Benz has managed to open up a gap between he and Sheridan. 1 second separates to 33 and 54. 7 seconds back. This battle for third. Jason Haney, Nate Fields. Jason fell back here when he lost control of the car coming off the pit exit ramp. Was able to save it and not hit anything, but it cost him time. Time is going to be hard to make up without a caution. 5th, 6th, that is Joseph Klein and Corey Crandall. Corey Crandall in that psychedelic car in 5th. Jonathan Hambrick motoring around both of them. This is a 60 car, white, pink, and black. This Pink Panther, a Todd Smith. Just got lapped by Trevor Benz. Lots of jockeying for position up there. Corey and Joseph there. Green, blue, pink, and the orange and blue cars are battling for position. Jonathan Hambrick is not. The race leader's closing up really quick on all three of them. This is not what Trevor Benz wants to see. He's going to want to get around this traffic pretty quickly. Almost a 1.5 second gap back to Sheridan. There's Sheridan. Three wide, Trevor risking it all. We are at Vegas, baby. Sin City. Trevor's got Corey on his outside. This has actually helped Trevor widen the gap between he and Sheridan. So Trevor's got that Napa Delara on the rails right now. 2 second gap back to Sheridan as it increases. So Trevor using this lap traffic to help pull him along. Sheridan appears slow. I wonder if he brushed the wall. Losing all sorts of time to the pack in front. Got to see if he can hang on. We're getting late in the stages. 27 laps left. Apologize, we lost our ticker. do apologize. We have lost the ticker. I cannot get it back. But that's okay. Sheridan Wade has lost second position. Jason Haney's moved into second, but there's a 10-second gap between he and the leader, Trevor Benz. You see him go across the start-finish line. That's Nate Fields looking around the outside of Sheridan. Got 9 laps to go. Trevor Benz leads 11 seconds over Jason Haney. Jason has worked his way around Ben. Sheridan Wade and Nate Fields jockeying for the 3rd position. Trevor just increasing the distance between he and Trevor increasing the distance between he and Jason. 11.8 seconds is the gap, and it's increasing. Corey's pulled ahead of Joseph Klein. Trevor has lapped up to the 5th position. 4 cars on the lead lap. Five laps to go. So Trevor Benz still leads a 12-second gap over Jason Haney. Jason's got lap cars, and Sheridan Wade and Nate Fields breathing down his neck. Trevor's come up to 3 laps to go. There was contact between the 60 and the 66. Racing hard for the 11th position. No, not even the 11th position. Just hard racing. Well, Trevor Benz is coming up on this. Gonna need to have his head on a swivel, be on high alert. So we are watching Trevor lap 149. This might be the last lap. Trevor comes across. That should do it. Trevor wins here in Las Vegas. Nope, I think that was the white flag. Here we go. There's the checkered flag. Trevor Benz wins in Las Vegas. Two in a row for Trevor. So Trevor's going to bring that Napa Chevy fresh paint off the press this morning. Watch Trevor burn it down under the lights here in Las Vegas. And Nate Fields, with 4th position, is the Season 3 IndyCar Series champion. And he crashes into his teammate, knocking the front nose cone off. So we will get these top 3 into the waiting room. We will start with Sheridan. Sheridan, this is Edwin in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Hey, Edwin.
That seemed like a tough race. It was back and forth. You had Jason nipping at you. Trevor seemed to get around you in traffic. It was hard fought tonight, though.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a hard fought race. Congrats to Trevor and Jason. I was just trying to save fuel there at the end and just ran out at the finish line.
Oh, man. I wondered why you dropped back. I'd noticed Jason had got around you and gotten a little gap in between you. I thought you guys would have been good to go at the end because you pitted with right at 100. I think it was 100, 101.
Yeah, when I pitted and I got out and it said I had 45 laps left of fuel, so I knew.
Oh,
I went around just so I could get my laps back, get back up in the top 5, and just feel safe once I got up there.
yeah. Yeah, that's a tough defeat when you're 5 laps short, thinking you're good to go.
Yeah.
Well, your teammate won the championship. Got any thoughts on that?
Yes, I'm happy about that. I think we got 1st in points and 3rd for the Indy 1 team. So
Yep.
I'm happy. I'm stoked about that for our team and my dad for getting the championship.
Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate you. Got any more shout outs you need to give out?
Yeah, I mean, FGR, Edwin, Jason, everybody putting this on. I mean, this is a great league. I like everybody. Everybody's nice and competitive. So
Yes, sir. Well, we
just
appreciate
wanted to
you.
say thanks.
Yep, thank you. I will send you back down to the waiting room and bring in 2nd place Jason. Jason, this is Edwin in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Yes, sir.
You came off a pit road and gassed it up just a little too much.
No, it wasn't even gas, man. It was we were full send off pit road. Both pit stops, Sheridan and I had to race off pit road. And the first one, I backed off and let him. And I had made so much time up on him there that I backed off. And I realized that I couldn't the next time. So that time, I was like, I can't. And I pitted in front of him. Like, I had the position going in, and I couldn't gain it coming off. That number 1 pit stall paid off for him. And he made a great wrap around the inside wall of the track. And I couldn't. I didn't want to get down close to him. I didn't want to wreck us. But there's a bump where I was that I was actually releasing the wheel. I was straightening out. And the bump took me for a ride, and thank goodness for not having anti-lock brakes, be able to lock and straighten that thing up and get her turned and get going again. And I'll take a P2. I'll take a P2, but I burned all my extra fuel trying to stay in front of Nate and then Ben and all of them guys. Like even after I got by Sheridan, I ran out of fuel coming out of 4 and had to burp it. It was chugging on me coming to the line.
Sheridan said he came out and was 5 laps short. When you buy
wow.
Yes, so he just barely made it. So
I came out and it told me I was 4 laps good.
Yeah, so
and
I was shocked he said he was short because I was like, oh, they're going to be good to go here. They went just as long the last caution.
I don't know if maybe he ran in fifth for a while or something like that, but it doesn't take much to burn it up. But I was running 3/4 throttle most of that run just to make sure, and it still dropped down. Like even when I push hard for a couple laps, when I didn't want to let a car get, like Nate got pretty close to me on the outside a couple times where if I didn't run full throttle for a couple laps, I might have been in trouble. So I did have to push hard in little sections, but then when he wasn't right behind me or catching a run, I'd roll that thing back 3/4 just to try to get the half a lap back that I gave up the lap before. I was feathering on that line for the last 40 laps. It was crazy.
Oh, well, team commentary, we did a great job this season, so maybe we can look at next season of combining our powers here and making it count for a whole season.
Yeah, absolutely. If the guys are up for it, if they're not, I understand. I enjoyed it either way. It was fun getting to split the season, and heck of a drive by Nate, championship for him. I was talking to him in the waiting room. I was like, all right, next season we got to get you a win though. All right, you're Mr. Consistency. We got to get you a win next season, and he agreed. And but no, thanks to everybody for coming out and doing this. This is. These Indy cars are not easy. You have net code, you have wing issues, you have little jerks, the cars get loose. You got to play with a lot of stuff to get these cars to race. It's a challenge. And these guys that came in and stuck it for this season, really appreciate all of them. This season was a challenge. It wasn't just ovals this year. It was ovals and road courses. And it was fun to watch it and broadcast it. It was fun to race in it. It was a blast. Shout out to everybody that participated, and congrats to Trevor on getting another IndyCar win. This man's on fire, throwing up the stake for next season. I can hear it already when he gets in here a moment. I'm sure you're going to hear about it, but he's throwing that stake out. He's ready to go for next season in these cars. And congrats to Nate. Corey Kobe on second in the championship, and congrats to Sheridan on a third. Like, all great seasons, fun to watch, fun to be a part of, and thank you for helping broadcast and put on this heck of a show. So thank you all.
Sir. Thank you. We will bring in our race winner, Trevor Benz. Trevor, this is Edwin. Do you have a copy?
Yes, I got a copy, Edwin.
Way to go, sir. Way to recover from that early incident. Just nose down, tail up, and you were on it, sir.
Yes, sir, I was. That first incident, I could have let off. I could have backed off, so it wasn't so close racing, lap 15. But other than that, when I got back in the field, I just kept my head down, like you said, and just kept trucking forward.
Yes, sir. It was a good run at the very end there. Were you close on fuel, or were you good?
I was not good. I wasn't good for a lap, and then once I caught the lap traffic, and then Jonathan was out in front of me, it kind of basically settled it out, balanced it out, and I got highest to +2, but then once I lost the draft and kind of just went by myself, I went back down to +1. When I crossed the finish line, I had 0.6 to the good.
Nice. Very good. Very good stuff. I was worried about that lap traffic. I didn't know if it was going to hurt you or help you, but clearly it helped you. So heads up racing, man.
Yeah, I was feathering the throttle behind them. I really wasn't trying to pass them because I knew that I had to save my gas, or I wouldn't have won that race at all. I would have ran out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But racing behind lap cars is not fun at all, especially when they're racing their heart out too. They're trying to get position, so it's understandable. But just in front of me, it was nerve wracking.
I understand. We saw one car go to the apron and touch another, come back up in front of you. So that was
I was like, hey, Yeah, I was like, hey, I just need one more turn. I think it was another lap. I was like, just one more lap, please. Hey, let's keep it together.
We lost our ticker, and so I wasn't sure. I called you a lap early, and I said, "Wait, he's still going. We're not done yet."
Hey, I wish it was done a lap earlier. I could have done a better burnout, but hey, it is what it is. I had something going.
That's all right. You got the trophy and the check. That's what counts.
Yeah, great momentum to finish the season. 2 wins in a row. I got caught up in a lot of different stuff this season, but to finish it off like this is good.
Yes, sir. That'd be great momentum for the next season.
Yep, it definitely will be.
All
Definitely,
right.
especially first paint scheme, first race of this new paint scheme with the
Yes,
W. That's
sir.
good.
Start of a new era.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, thank you, sir. We'll get our champion in here, and we'll talk to you in a little bit.
All right, thank you.
Bring in our series champion, Nate Fields. This is Edwin in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Hey, I got a copy, Edwin. How are we?
Good, good. Congratulations, series championship. You got it early in the season.
Appreciate
Just held
it, yes.
on to it. Very consistent. No mistakes. I think you're the least mistake in the field.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that, but I don't know. Well, I wanted to get a win, but it's tough to get a win.
Yes,
I know it's especially some of these tracks, some of these road courses that you start good and then just have a few little things of bad luck, and there's no recovering. But it was a great season. Had fun, and appreciate all the stuff you guys put on for everybody, the FGR and all that. But this is for Indy 1 championship. I'll take it. Shout out to Sheridan. Shout out to Corey Kobe. Hell of a driver. He put a little sweat on me there at the end.
Yes, he did.
He'll be here next season, putting on a show also. So.
Oh yes.
Yep.
They'll be nipping at your heels next year. Trevor's fired up. He thinks he's got something.
Oh yeah. Well, two in a row for him. Yeah. Ended on a good note.
Yep.
I think Sheridan had 3 wins. Corey had a win.
Yep.
Then we had a couple ringers in there. A couple of them road courses that
Yep. Absolutely.
one and done and then dominate everybody. So. Yep. But yeah, I appreciate the shout out, and I hope next season goes smooth. So.
Yes, sir. We appreciate it.
You guys have a good evening, and I'll catch you next time out on the track someday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was our series champion, Nate Fields. And that will do it for the IndyCar series. Nate Fields the champion, Corey Kobe in second. We do have a few races coming up. I will tell you what those are as soon as I can take a peek. GT3 season winding down. That will be Wednesday night from Road Atlanta. Season finale for GT3s. I believe that's championships mostly locked up with Kyle Heath. Well, we got the Gen 6 Cup Series Saturday night. Phoenix, 200 laps. And then our Truck Series kicked off last night. They had a whale of a race. Samuel Carter ended up winning in a photo finish. So the trucks kicked off Sunday night. Crazy, crazy race last night. If you missed it, go check it out on the channel. And we will have our next Gen Cup Series race. It'll be February 28th, Friday night, 130 laps from Daytona. So plenty of more racing coming up. And as soon as we get schedules and everything sorted out for our next season, we'll let you know. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. If you haven't, liked and subscribed. Y'all stay happy, stay healthy. We'll see you Wednesday from Road Atlanta.